Good morning. My name is Amjad Khan, and this presentation is an invitation to all the investors and the banks who are looking for something potential investment in the market. If you are planning to start a business which will have the structure steel and PEB company, so I will give this the brief, the business plan. And surely it will include all the information and details which the investors and the banks and other financial institutions will look for. So definitely this kind of thing will motivate them to invest our business. Let's start now. Business life cycle is a very important phase because all the companies who start the new business, so they need to go for 4 phases. The first one is inception or the startup stage. Second is the growth stage. Third is the maturity stage, and fourth is the decline stage. So this business life cycle is very important because if you're going to see the database, so you will see that most of the company, they start the business and 30 to 40%, they close the business the first year, and 50%, they close the business in the first 5 years, and almost 20 to 30% companies are those who close their businesses after before the completion of 10 years. So this is a very important phase. So what would I suggest that if you're going to start any business, so you need to keep in mind that you need to work gradually. Your inception or startup stage ensure a very comprehensive business plan, and then you need to travel to the growth stage, and then you need to travel to the maturity stage. Growth stage, I must say, so you need to have the growth stage up to the first 5 years, and the maturity stage you need to target at least in the next 10 years only. And you need to try to make the business plan and execute in such a way where you need to stay in the maturity stage all the time, because most of the company, they start the business, they have very good growth, but sometime lapping and sometime the difficulties, because they're not much planned, so they don't go to the maturity stage, they go directly to the decline stage, so which is very important phase. So I must say, when you have any kind of startup business, so you need to start in such a way where you need to target the maturity stage only. Maximize your potential to reach to the maturity stage and sustain on a long-term basis. uh, what is our plan? Actually, we are targeting some investors and the banks in the market, and we have a very strong premises of our business ideology. You're going to see the Saudi Vision 2030, which is a plan to reduce the Saudi Arabia dependency on the oil reserves, and they are focusing on the diversifying its economy and develop the public service sectors such as health, education, infrastructures, recreation, and the tourism. If you're going to see the 2030 vision, you will see that the government is dedicated to open several business opportunities, which will open a door especially for the industry and the commercial units, startup and expansion projects. And surely, because we're targeting our company as is one of the the major contribution in the same the economy of Saudi Arabia. So what we're thinking, AONE Structural Steel and the PEB Limited company will have a great business opportunities and will have the privileges of earning a large number of revenues and longer business sustainability within the market of Saudi Arabia, because a lot of booms are coming. The the economy boosting too much, and they are targeting, to open a mostly, the industrial cities and expansion plan all over Saudi Arabia. So this kind of steel structure plan will have a great opportunity to have a longer sustainability in the market of Saudi Arabia. This Let us see the, what is our company description of profile. AONE Structure Steel and the PEB, pre-engineering building limited company has been established in the central province of Riyadh. This is our plan to establish in the central province of Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, aiming to cater the business of structure steel and the PEB, especially to meet the industrial and the commercial units that are located in the eastern, western, and the south region of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Our plant, the production capacity is around 4,000 tonnage per month, with a total capacity of 48,000 ton per year. Actually, what is our vision? What is our vision of the AONE Structure Steel? To promote the professional culture of association with our valued customer by providing high quality products and the services, aiming to exceed customer needs and making AONE Structure Steel company more trustable and valuable compared to the competitors within the market. Surely we'll have the mission also. In the next, what is our mission? In the next 5 years, AONE Structure Steel will have reliability and the product known as a brand among the first 5 competitors in the Middle East country. This is our actual mission. We are targeting a very high level where we are planning to have our structure steel will have a more reliability and trustworthy product in the market, and trying to come up with some brand. Now, when we talk about any key competitor in the economy in the similar business. SWOT analysis is also very important, which help us what we need to do well and what are the lacking of businesses. So surely we made one the strong SWOT analysis. Basically, SWOT, what are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats. What we're planning actually, we are targeting our strengths and the opportunities, combining together to overcome our weaknesses and to avoid the threats element in the market. Because I believe if you have the strong strengths and you have the great opportunities in the market, then it is very easy to beat your threats, and you can overcome your weaknesses of the business in the market. So this SWOT analysis is very important, which will give us the full the potential, that what are the area we are strong and what are the areas we are lacking and what are the opportunities we have. So we need to mix up all this the SWOT analysis in order to strengthen the business opportunity in the market, to have a high sustainability in terms of getting more and more business in the market. If you're going to see this, the steel structure industry is booming up for the last 3 to 4 decades. And what we're planning actually, we are planning to have a 2 kind of major product in our steel plant, which is 70% based on the PEB, pre-engineering building, and 30% we are targeting the structure steel. Because we believe that the PEB structure steel has a great potential in the Saudi Arabia market, because most of the companies like Mabani, Kirby, and other companies, they are based on they have their plants, the manufacturing plant in other Gulf countries, but they have the sale offices and targeting especially Saudi economy and Saudi market, and they are capturing the lot of businesses by having the sales offices. So it will be a great opportunity for us because we are targeting our plant in the central region of Riyadh, which is based in the capital of the country, and we are targeting to provide the all region of Saudi Arabia, covering the central, eastern, western, and the south areas, to meet the industrial and the commercial units, construction related fabrication requirements. And our main focus will be to produce the 70% of the pre-engineering building and 30% structural steel product. Mainly we're targeting the oil and gas industries, because oil and gas industries, they are giving a very good prices, which is also not happens in the other industries and the commercial units of steel fabrications. So our main target to have this this two product in two different 70% PEB and the 30%, because of the lacking of manufacturing PEB facilities, especially in the Saudi Arabia market. Now, surely when you have any business in the market, then you will have a lot of business the challenges. You will have the competitors, their quality, their the technology, and the pricing also is a very important. So what we are thinking, that we are planning to to compete the Zamil PEB Limited, AIC Steel, Yadada Steel, Cleveland Bridge, Kirby Steel, and Mabani Steel in the Gulf countries. And our main objective to produce the structural steel and the PEB product with a less cost. Of course, this is our main the objective, through the variety of great innovation methods of products, to reduce the per metric tonnage by high quality, and parallel to give our valued customers excellent services after sales, as well as pre-sales and after sales also. So our main focus to cater the steel businesses from all over the Gulf countries intact. So the basically steel structure industry, when they're quoting their quotation mostly on the tonnage, per manpower, tonnage per hour. So our plan to focus on to the maintaining our high cost price, the low cost prices, by giving a excellent the systematic the way of costing and other areas. So this is our main objective, to reduce the cost per ton in order to have a business from the industrial and the commercial and the Saudi Arabia market. So the second the important thing is market share, because I believe, as my analysis, I have seen the other PEB structure steel industry like Zamil Steel, Mabani, Kirby, Hedada, Butler, and the AIC steel structure. They have almost capturing the market share around 15 to 20%, in the Gulf region. Since we are a new company, so definitely we need to set some plan, and we are targeting at least 1 to 3%, or maybe 2 to 4%, to capture the market share within the next 5 to 10 years maximum. Because the market share, when you have market share in the market, then surely you will have a long sustainability, and you will have a long business in the economy also. Surely we are targeting some sale projection also, after the inception and completion of our plant. We are targeting 50 million to 250 million, targeting 5 years, and we're targeting 50 million in 2020, and then 100 million we're targeting in 2021, and 150 we're targeting in 2022, and 200 million we're targeting 2023, and 250 million the sales we're targeting in 2024 as well also. This why we're making this projection, because we are planning to have a achievement in the beginning, especially our sales targeting you know, comprehensively, and our main objective to pay off our long-term debts through our resources, through our revenues, rather going for any overdraft facilities and other area. So what we are focusing, we are setting a targets for our sales forecast 5 years, and whatever the revenues we're generating from there, we are planning to pay off our long-term debts in order to have a long-term sustainability in the market. And hence, once you which I believe, once we pay the long-term debt, then you will have the ability to make more expansion in the other Middle East countries. Management and organization also is very important part. We are the targeting in a very high level. Our plan to have a two major area. One is the supporting department, which are there like sales and marketing, HR, administration, infrastructure, technology, and so these are the partners who are we are targeting with the high quality people, because they will be supportive the department to the operation activities. And we are targeting also the GM operation, who will be exclusively responsible for the operation areas, which will include a lot of departments like engineering, estimations, supply chain, production control, production, manufacturing, shipping, warehouse, a supply chain, procurement. So these are the documents, the department which are we are targeting to have under the GM operation. Apart from that, the finance department will report to the CEO, because it is a matter of managing the whole finance, especially in the first 5 years. It is very critical. So that's why I put the finance department under the CEO, under CEO umbrella. Then you need to have a transparent and the clear vision from the top management. Apart from that, we are also targeting one research and development department. This the companies who are sustainable on the maturity level, they need to have the research and development department intact. Why? Because see, if they are involved in the research and development, in the economy, you can say in the market, so then they will be aware about the what is it happening in the technology, what are the methods the companies are using for the reduction of the cost, and how they are optimizing their the production, and how they are ensuring the quality aspects. So these are very important. So also we are targeting the research and development department, which are in line with the CEO on regular basis. And because we are planning to have the important this area. Why? Because this will make sure that we are in touch with the height of technology, and we are also in line with our competitors, and we are competing them based on the innovation of technology and the methods. This also the employee life cycle, we're also targeting to enforce in our company with a total quality management system, because I believe that the if you're managing the employee life cycle as a total quality management system, you will have a great the outstanding great and outstanding performances by the people. So what we are targeting, we are ensuring that we have a complete life cycle, which is under the umbrella of total quality management system, where we will see that these are the whole life cycle have a great input, because I believe these are the phases which are very important for our longer business sustainability in the market. So this will ensure that it is intact and it is in line to accomplish our business objective on long-term basis. We're also targeting the first 5 year sales and production projection. As you know that we are targeting 4,000 ton per month. That comes to 48,000 the tonnage capacity, covering the 70% PEB and the 30% steel structure. Steel structure, the product. Actually, this is our main goal. And if you're going to see the sales, so we are trying to maximize the sales opportunity, especially in the PEB as well as the steel structure, starting 2020 to 2023, because our plan to have a great revenues in order to pay off our debts. This is our plan, because we are not going to secure the money. Our plan to get the long-term debts, to start the business, to inject in the business comprehensively, and parallel we are planning to improve our sales in order to generate a long-term the revenues to pay them off, rather going to issue another share capital, and thinking of to go for another overdraft facilities on and other the leasing financial funds, other areas. So again, our target is very clear. We will be focusing on sales, and surely we will be trying to achieve the maximum production capacity as per the plant layout, which is 4,000 a month and 48,000 the total capacity of on yearly basis, which comprises of 70% of the PEB and the 30% we are targeting the steel structure, because PEB has a great business opportunity in the Saudi Arabian market. Parallel, also we made a projections that our GP and the net income also will have a great influence initially in the first 5 years. If you're going to see this slide, then you will see that we started to grab our gross profit starting 2020, then we have 2021, then we have 2022 also, 2023 also, and parallel the net income we're also targeting at least starting 9% in 2020, 9% 2021, 2022 we have 11%, and we are also targeting almost 15% net income in the year of 2023. So these are the bases which we are the making plan for the first 5 years in order to have a strong the inception formalities and activities targeting our growth. Then we're also planning to go for a high maturity level, which is our main objective, to get the high maturity level in the business, in the market. Surely we have two major partner. One is Mr. Mohammed Amjad Khan, and second is Mr. Atif Kamal, and these are their the net asset value, which can show they have a healthy the financial statements, and they are targeting to have 30% from Mr. Amjad Khan and 10% from Atif Kumar. It means they are both partners. They're targeting to have the 40% equity, and they are seeking for almost say 60% the debts from outside the market, which can be shared by the investors as well as any business, the banks or business community, those who look for some the great potential of the investment in the future. So what is our target? To have a 30% and 10% the equity capital, which will be shared by the two major partners, which comes to 40%, and 60% we're targeting to have this from the other the area of in terms of long-term debts. We are very much confident that after having this steel plant in the market, we will have a great potential, and surely it will give a action relief. And I also again I request to all the investors and the banks, if they have the contribution of 60%, which we look for in the market, so surely they will have a great potential, and this will give them a lot of the revenues in the market, because this PEB steel structure plant is inevitable, inclusively will have a long-term the technology and sustainability in the Saudi Arabia. What we are committed now to provide high quality structural steel and the PEB product as per the industry and the commercial units requirement, and our main focus on the customer services. In addition to that, we are also committed to invest on our people and invest on high technology relating to the structural steel and the PEB industry, aiming to integrate both people and technology in such a way where the financial objectives of the AONE structural steel and the PEB and the all achieved comprehensively. So this is our main the objective that we are targeting, and hoping that my viewers and the investors and the banks, they will be motivated to provide us 60% of the paid up capital, and surely they will have a great business. Thank you very much for all. Thank you very much.